and you want it to be good, well, Miss Warner's got your back right here at Deepwood. Here at Deepwood, yeah, here at Deepwood.
Good morning, Deepwood. Happy Thursday. I'm so sorry I could not be with you yesterday to talk about books, but on Tuesday, when we normally film for Wednesdays with Miss Werner, I was at a principal's meeting and then I was not feeling well, so I went to the doctor. So I apologize. I'm a day late, but we can have Thursdays with Miss Werner. Really, we can have any day with Miss Werner, right? So I have 2 books I want to share with you. I did a lot of reading over break. I read 8 children's books and 3 adult books. So I didn't quite make my goal, but I did some good reading anyway. My first book I want to share with you is from Ella Copeland, and Ella is in Miss Sanchez's 2nd grade class, and she recommends Arthur Meets the President by Mark Brown. I know I did an Arthur book earlier this year, but I liked this book because if you listen to the news and you watch TV, there's a lot of talk about presidents. We're getting ready next November, in a little less than a year, to have an election to see who will be our next president. So I just thought that was kind of a neat tie-in to what's going on in the real world. And in this book, Arthur enters a contest to meet the president, and he wins the contest, and his class and his teacher get to go meet the president. And it was a neat book because it also shared some history of Washington, D.C., where the president is located. So highly recommend this. Ella, great recommendation. My other recommendation is from a 5th grader, Brenda, in Miss Ormisher's class. And she recommends She Loved Baseball, the Effa Manley story. And I was excited to read this book because I had never heard of Effa Manley. I didn't know who she was. And she was a young African-American woman who loved baseball. She married a man and he loved baseball. And they had a team that was in the Negro Baseball League. And this was before blacks could play in Major League Baseball. And so she did a lot to help create the league and support the league. And then eventually a lot of those baseball players played in the major leagues, starting with Jackie Robinson. And it was just super interesting. And Brenda said that she loved this story and I would love it too. And Brenda, I agree wholeheartedly with you. Great book, great information, great biography. So thank you. And I want to share some pictures. We're almost done. We've almost seen all our homework. This week we're going to look at 5th grade teachers. And this picture is really hard to see, so I know we'll blow it up at the end of the show and you can watch it. But this is Mrs. Doyle reading. And she went to Boston back at the beginning of the school year because someone in her family was getting married. And she's taking a picture of her reading in front of a statue. And I want to say it's Ben Franklin, but I'm not sure. But I know she'll tell us. But how cool is that she is on vacation in a very historical place reading a book by a historical statue. I love that. And here's Miss Ormisher. And Miss Ormisher is reading a book in a bookstore in Mississippi where she went to college. And I remember her posting this. I don't know if she sent it to me on Facebook or wherever I saw it, but this was a special bookstore, a special place for her as a reader. So how cool is that to have a picture of her reading in a special place to her? So way to go, Miss Ormisher. And then I've got here Miss Hathaway, and I'm going to use my context clues because I see the Tarleton University water tower. I see the purple, and I know Tarleton is purple, and I see Miss Hathaway in a purple shirt reading a book. I'm wondering if this is when Miss Hathaway was up at Tarleton. Maybe she was visiting her son Luke or helping him get moved in and settled at school. But it looks like she took a break, took a load off, and found a good book to read. So that is awesome. I love seeing our 5th grade teachers read. And you keep reading, and I will be back next week with some more recommendations and the last little bit of teacher pictures I have to share with you. Have a great day.
If you're looking for a book and you want it to be good, well, Miss Warner's got your back right here at Deepwood. Here at Deepwood, yeah, here at Deepwood.